Go live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. I am so thrilled for this episode. It's going to be a fun one. We have a new guest on the show. Before we get to that, if you're new here, welcome. If you like what you see, there's over 200 of these things, and some of them are pretty good. I would suggest going back and watching some of those. Also, if you're not a member of the Facebook page, you should join that if you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video. That's where you can get all the information about this show, including how to be on it. Speaking of that, next week's book, but the last show of the year, I believe it's going to be a Thursday, December 28th. I have a calendar right in front of me. December 28th. We're doing a themeless episode to just clear up the list of movies I have. There's still space available on that. If you want to be on the show before the year ends, that's the one to be on. So reach out to me either on Facebook or on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. Other than that, winners of the show have an optional prize they can claim if they so choose, and that is they can force me to watch any movie I've never seen before, and I have to watch it over the course of the week. Last week, Tyler Tuttle won the show, and he did not take that prize. So that happens, and that can happen. So there's no pressure that you have to make me watch something. So I want to take just a second to shout out a different movie that I watched this week from this year, Joyride. I finally caught up with, and it surprised the hell out of me. It is one of my favorite movies of the year. It merges raunch and heart so well in a way where I'm like, it's the best, like, in tone I can compare it to is maybe like a Bridesmaids, but somehow more raunchy and more heartfelt. It is so funny and so sweet. If you haven't seen Joyride, do yourself a favor and enjoy that. I've talked enough about this. Tonight's show is This and That. That's movies with "and" in the title. I'm giving my contestants one or more of the words in the title of these movies. Let's see if that helps them. Joining me on the show tonight are Hali Akers, Maxwell Shultz, Josh Poirier, and Jessica Mayotte. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Now, a lot of the time I have mini games on this show. Tonight, I ran out of time, so no mini games tonight. We're just going to go through 12 movies, classic style, with a final question at the end. But that means that I don't know who to talk to first, so I'm just going to look at the first person on my screen. Welcome back to the show, Jessica Mayotte.
That's me. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Stressed out, but I'm fine.
It's the season for stress.
I just want the year to end. Like, I'm looking forward to Christmas, but I'm ready for next year.
I still feel like Christmas was a couple of months ago.
Yes. No.
Which is why I'm not dreading Christmas this year. Because I'm just like, it'll be over soon. Yes. And then it'll be the next one. And eventually we all die.
That's wow.
Spoiler alert for life and the story of Jesus. Well, Jessica, real open-ended question. Are there any movies with "and" in the title that you would like to talk about?
Like, I feel like this is the second one, right? I feel like I was on the other one.
You might have been.
I might have been.
It's been over a year since I've done this topic.
Because I always go to the one where I actually, like, I won the 100th episode is Now and Then, which has Rosie O'Donnell, and Demi Moore and all them. I love that movie. I just love it.
I mean, I just saw it for the first time last year, which is why I included it on that show.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so good.
It is a good movie. I love it.
You even get a little uncredited Brendan Fraser action in that movie.
Yes, yeah. That was a big, like, oh, hi, kind of thing. So
yeah, Now and Then.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I I love it.
It's good. It's a good coming of age movie.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Welcome back, Jessica. Also returning to the show, first time guest Josh Poirier. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm sorry, 74th time guest Josh Poirier. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, wait, I've been here before. What am I doing?
How you doing, Josh?
Good. How's it going?
Good. How are we not sick of each other's faces yet?
I don't know. Probably because we don't see each other outside of this.
I see so few people outside of this.
Same here.
Well, Josh, you know the deal.
Yeah,
what movie do you want to talk about?
We got two of them.
Yep.
Both fucking classics. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes.
Yep.
And Harold and Maude.
Wow.
Yeah. I think both, if they're not both in my 100 of all time, they're close. Those are two fantastic movies.
Harold and Maude's my top 20. And Planes, Trains is in the top 50. Easy.
Yeah, Harold and Maude, flawless.
It's just Bud Cort, fantastic. Ruth Gordon,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I feel like I said it on the show recently, but the fact that John Candy wasn't nominated for an Oscar for that movie is a crime.
It is an absolute crime.
His monologue in the hotel room is just an amazing piece of acting.
It truly is. And Harold and Maude has a great soundtrack too. Cat Stevens.
Oh yeah. I mean, Josh, just for tonight, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free.
I will. I'll do that.
Well, Josh, welcome back to the show. Also returning to the show, so great to have him back on the stream. Last I saw him, he was on the live episode of this, basically the catalyst for that show being live. And I promise I will upload that live show at some point to this YouTube channel. Welcome back to the show, Maxwell Shultz.
Hey, Nick, and everybody else. How are you? You asked how we are. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Good. How are you?
I'm good, and I won't win, but if I win, I'm like so Haley. If you haven't picked up on it, Haley is my fiance, and I made her do this show basically. But you said earlier if we win, we got to recommend you a movie. I'm sitting beside all of my DVDs. So I was like, all right, what can I recommend that he probably hasn't seen? So I have a DVD behind the phone that is what I'm going to recommend if I win, which I won't.
Yeah, but I would be so much more excited if I didn't know your track record on this show.
No, I know. I'll text it to you anyway. So I think you would enjoy this movie. It's not like a make you watch a terrible movie. It's one of my favorites. But
we all want to know.
It's what year did this come out? The DVD came out in 2003, but this is 1974. Daisy Miller.
Oh, I don't. Is that a
Sybil Shepherd is the lead?
What is the shit? No, that is completely. I'm sorry, my brain is nothing. No, I've never heard of this movie.
It's based on not based on. It is a remarkable adaptation of a book. It's based on Henry James Daisy Miller, the book. It is.
Yes. Yep.
It's so fucking good. It's dated. It's very dated in the same way that like the Fish Called Wanda is dated, but like it's really good.
See, I had it in my head.
Streetcar even.
I had it in my head. Daisy Miller, that's a book character. What book is that from?
From the book.
And Daisy my Miller. Brain went The Great Gatsby, of course.
Yeah. But movie with "and" in the title. I'm really glad that you picked me before Haley because I think we have the same answer. And she's muted, so whatever she's saying, we can't hear anyways. But it's the most recent movie with "and" in the title that I've seen, which is the 1997 classic Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas.
That sure was a movie.
It is one of the best Disney sequels, I think, that exists, in my opinion, and it is a wonderful Tim Curry and Pee Wee Herman or
Paul
Duality.
Rubens.
Paul Rubens. I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah.
Duality. It's very fun.
I've never watched it.
I actually think you would enjoy that movie. There's a lot of like plot holes that don't really make sense with the original, but like it's
all right. Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. Well, welcome back, Maxwell. Finally, we have a brand new player on the show. Is somebody frozen? Max, am I frozen or is Maxwell frozen? Okay.
I'm not frozen.
Okay, great. Let's finally do this. We've got a first-time guest on this show. As Maxwell alluded to, this is, I believe, only the second time on the show that a couple has faced each other. And I am curious to see how it goes. Welcome to the show, our new friend, Hali Akers. Welcome, Hali. Now, Hali, since you're new here, I do want to ask, how are you with movies? Do you watch a lot of movies? Do you like movies?
I scroll IMDb for fun.
Well, that's perfect. I mean, this is a whole show that steals from IMDb, so I think you're in good shape.
I feel like that's how you came up with this show, Nick. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that is not a lie.
Scrolling right through.
No, honestly, this show started off as me on my phone scrolling through IMDb, saying to my partner, listen to this ridiculous thing in the Parent Guide. So eventually I had to stop bugging her and create a game show instead.
That's fair.
Well, Hali, you've had a little time to think. If you want to talk about any movies with "and" in the title that may or may not be Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted Christmas.
Max was partially right. He and I sat here earlier and I could not think of a movie that had "and" in the title. But I do have one tattooed on my arm, and that is just Beauty and the Beast.
Perfect. A movie I think we can all agree is a good movie.
Yes.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. I feel like it doesn't work if you think about any aspect of it. But if you're not thinking about any aspect of it, it's a wonderful movie.
We actually sat here and watched the second one, The Enchanted Christmas, last night, and I just the whole time was like, I don't understand. None of this makes sense.
You're telling me this all happened during that montage in the first one?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Characters we've never met before. All right. Well, we got two Beauty and the Beasts. We've got a great group of people. I'm excited to see how this game is going to go. Most of you have played this game before, but for Hali's sake and for anybody else new here, here's what's going to happen. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings from just way, way too many movies. I think the current master doc I have has over 1,700 movies on it. Yes, I am on Adderall and I am autistic. So I pulled parental warnings from these movies. I'm doing well tonight. I've pulled parental warnings. I'm going to read them. My friends here are going to try to figure out what the movie is based on those warnings. Let's just start in alphabetical order. That means, Hali, I'm going to ask you to pick between 3 years of a movie you would like us to start off with. Would you like us to start off with a movie from 1997, 2009, or 2022?
I'm going to say 2009.
2009.
Is 1997 Beauty and the Beast to Christmas?
Yeah.
I was afraid Max would get that right. So,
all right. First movie of the night. It has "and" in the title. It is from 2009 for 5 points under the category of violence and gore. We see several pieces of stale food strewn around a house and on furniture. Again, under violence and gore, we see several pieces of stale food strewn around a house and on furniture.
The violence, jeez.
I mean, so gory. All right, for 4 points, also under violence and gore, we hear that a character threatened a teen boy that he would, quote, climb inside him and build a nest.
(2009), right?
2009.
Okay.
All right, for 3 points, under frightening and intense scenes, a few upsetting scenes. For example, Dave getting injured in the beginning, Theo running away from home, etc. But mostly it's played for laughs. Jessica has a guess. Anybody else? Jessica, what do you think this movie is?
I'm probably going to give part of it away. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It is not Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Okay.
All right.
I was thinking, never mind. Wrong, never mind. Okay.
2 points under sex and nudity. Similarly to the first film, with how those characters start without clothes, the new group doesn't wear clothing either until they're taking in. But since they're animals, they do not show anything. Only Josh?
Yeah.
All right. Josh, go ahead and make him angry.
Is this Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel?
This is Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel.
I couldn't think of the last word. I couldn't.
I would have also accepted Alvin and the Chipmunks too.
I thought about saying Alvin Strikes Back, but I knew that was wrong.
How can you not remember the Squeakquel? What a great word.
I mean,
I never saw it. I saw the first one.
Yeah, it's the best subtitle since Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, it is.
Last clue in that, under violence and gore, 3 chipmunks hide in a toilet tank. Again, violence and gore, 3 chipmunks hide in a toilet tank.
There's 3 of those, right?
There are, I believe, 4. There might be 5.
Oh.
I might be forgetting one. There's Squeakquel, there's Chipwreck, there's Road Chip.
Oh, yeah.
Chipwitch.
Chipwitch.
Alvin and the Chippendales. Well, that puts Josh at 2 points. Hali and Maxwell both at 0. Jessica at -1.
Yeah. Second place.
All right. Jessica, would you like a movie from 1992, 2005, or 2013?
92.
92. All right, 1992 for 5 points under sex and nudity. There is talk of a man who keeps his hands soft with Vaseline for his wife. For 4 points under violence and gore, a man is shot behind the head. The shot of the scene is rather distant and not very graphic, as it is shocking. For 3 points under violence and gore, a bunkhouse row, a shooting, and a character gets his fist crushed in another character's powerful hand in a scene that's painful to watch.
I feel like I know this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I know this.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, Curly's wife flirts with all the men with the exception of her own husband. No sex is shown or implied.
Oh, wait. Fuck. No, it's not. Son of a bitch.
Okay, got to go to the 1 point. Under violence and gore, the most graphic scene is when Curly and Lenny are having a fight. Lenny starts getting hit a lot, and his face is seen with bloody injury detail. Then he grabs Curly's hand and starts crushing and breaking it. Blood is seen going down his hand. The scene is graphic and quite hard to watch.
God damn it.
Jessica, what do you think this movie is?
Of Mice and Men.
Josh?
Of Mice and Men.
Gary Sinise and John Malkovich in Of Mice and Men.
I can't believe I didn't get that.
I knew it from the third clue, but I just couldn't put it in the word.
I don't remember the Vaseline thing. I have to rewatch that.
Every guy doesn't do that?
No, I keep them soft for me. Yeah, this is a movie. I've never seen the full movie. We had to watch this in high school English after reading the book.
Yep.
I fell asleep almost immediately. Up until the very end, where I woke up and saw that final climactic moment happen, and it felt so out of nowhere that I burst out laughing. And that's how my English class got angry at me that day.
Oh, no.
Left falling asleep partway through a movie and then waking up. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, that happened to me with Audition.
Oh, no.
Like, I fell asleep because the first part of that movie is kind of boring. All told, and I fell asleep during the first part of it. I woke up to the bag moving. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
I want to just share a couple because I know sometimes she watches this. My mother has had two that I loved so much. One was I told her to watch Hereditary, and she's like, you know what? I thought it was boring. I fell asleep. I said, well, how far did you get? She said, well, the mother was like making models or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And then the other one, we saw Avengers Infinity War in theaters.
Oh.
And towards the end, she starts falling asleep. And then the credits start rolling. And it says, Thanos will return. And she says, who's Thanos? I love my mom. She's been on this show multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I've met her twice. She's a lovely woman.
She is a very lovely woman.
All right. Well, that puts Josh at 3. Three-way tie for second place with Haley, Jessica, and Maxwell all at 0. Josh, you get to pick the next one. Yep. Would you like a movie from 1970, 2000, or 2010? I
think we all know what we're doing here. 1970.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Well, the reason I picked these old years is because there's so many less movies to choose from.
Keep in mind, we've been doing over 200 of these episodes, and lately I rarely reuse movies. So now we're getting to some more obscure stuff in the older years as well.
Oh, nice.
Yay! Anyway, this movie's from 1970. I know Maxwell's excited. Her 5 points under profanity. Insults are said throughout the film, such as weasel, rat, fink, creep, pervert, etc. Doris makes an offensive gesture to a man she deems mistreated her. For 4 points under sex and nudity, a man puts his hand on Doris's knee and is later seen paying her in her apartment, indicating that he is a John.
He's a John? What does that mean?
means that he is a man with a sex worker.
Oh, okay. I did not know that till today.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, brief suspense when Felix and Doris are being chased by thugs.
No.
You got this, Josh.
Not yet.
Okay, for 2 points under sex and nudity, George Siegel's character Felix goes to a dirty movie called Cycle Sluts, and we hear some risque dialogue from the film, and we see audience members leering, but we don't see the actual film.
Oh my god. This is frustrating.
Last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. Barbara Streisand's character Doris wears a lot of sexy, revealing outfits, often showing ample cleavage. One outfit has images of hands on the breast part of the outfit, and another time we see her in a bra. Briefly, a few times you can see a small part of her butt sticking out of her underwear.
I actually don't know the name of this.
Yeah, I figured this one would be too difficult, but I'm glad to finally get rid of it. This is Barbara Streisand and George Siegel in The Owl and the Pussycat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that movie.
It's fun. It's fine.
That's a film. With Barbara Streisand in it, so I mean, it fits the theme.
Yeah.
All right, everybody stays the same, and we go to Maxwell.
All right.
Maxwell, would you like a movie from 1969, 1995, or 2014?
Let's do 95.
95. 1995, for 5 points under violence and gore, a pistol is used to break a man's hand. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a young boy offers to sell a woman whiskey and cigars along with other merchandise. The female protagonist drinks several times throughout the film, including shots of whiskey. For 3 points under violence and gore, the town's clock tower explodes. At least it's going to be a quick episode.
Yeah, apparently.
For 2 points under violence and gore, shootings throughout include many duels. Several of them are to the death, with some blood and minor gore.
Oh my god, why am I not? What the fuck?
Maxwell has a guess. What do you think, Maxwell?
I don't know what the colon title is, but will you give it to me if I'm right? Is it Back to the Future 3?
It is. There's no colon title in Back to the Future 3.
I didn't think so, but I thought I'd give it a go.
In Back to the Future 3.
Well, I can make up more things in movies.
Last clue for 1 point under violence and gore. I have a feeling this is going to help one of you. Sam Raimi's humorous touches, like daylight showing through bullet holes, mutes the visceral impact of some of the shootings. It's in his playbook.
Oh, wait. What the hell's the name of the movie? What the hell's the name of the movie? Fuck. Oh my god, what the fuck is the name of the movie?
Oh no.
It's Raimi.
I know, I told you that.
Yeah, I just can't believe I can't figure it.
It's a Sam Raimi movie from 1995 with "and" in the title.
I know, and I should know. God damn it. I don't know. What a bitch.
Well, that's a disappointing one. This movie, fantastic cast. Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Leonardo DiCaprio, Russell Crowe. It's called The Quick and the Dead.
Fuck. Fuck, that's the
Here's that called Back to the Future 3: The Quick and the Dead.
No, Front and Back to the Future.
Well, Josh still in the lead with a massive total of 3 points.
It's the one damn movie that I always forget that Sam Raimi made.
Haley and Jessica both at 0, Maxwell at -1.
Quick and the Dead, that's
my average score.
Bruce Campbell has a real funny story about that movie, too, that I just remembered, of Sam Raimi trying to direct Gene Hackman and saying, hey, can you do this? And Gene Hackman said, I'm not going to do that. All right, well, if you don't do that, then, we're just going to have to shoot this way, and then that won't make sense. All right, I'll try that. And he just kept doing that until Gene Hackman did what he told him to do. All right, well, back to the top of the order. Haley, would you like a movie from 1963, 1994, or 2001?
Let's do 2001.
2001. 2001 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. Some people might need to know that one scene has strobe effects. Some people.
Just say epileptics.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a riot breaks out at a bar.
Was it 2001?
2001.
Is it? Is it now?
3 points under sex and nudity. The film is about the interplay between gender, sex, and identity. These interrelated concepts are explored through the story of the main character's frustrated search for love and authenticity.
Oh, wait. Damn it.
For 2 points under sex and nudity. The main character strokes her crotch with a microphone, and with the microphone stand. She bites a guitar, which is held by a man at crotch level. She stands over a man's head in a miniskirt, inviting him to look up her skirt. We're having a good night tonight.
Wait. I know what. I can't figure out how to raise my hand. Hold on.
Oh. Maxwell, do you know what this movie is?
I might be way off on the year. That's my only hesitation. Is it Sid and Nancy?
I think you're like 15 years off on the year.
Yeah.
Actually, it was 94, I think. It was in 92.
I thought Sid and Nancy was 80s.
No, it's early 90s.
Okay. Last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. The film centers around a transgender woman who was the victim of a botched sex reassignment surgery, resulting in the titular reference. Several men are shown nude from behind. Various song lyrics and on-screen jokes make reference to numerous sexual acts. Well, this is disappointing, but I have a movie to recommend to 3 of you. Josh, can you say what this movie is?
It's Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
One of my all-time favorite movies, Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
I have yet to see that. I will watch it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's so good, and the music is fantastic.
Good old Sid and Nancy.
Music fantastic in that, too.
Yeah.
Oh, who does the music for Sid and Nancy? All right, we got Josh at 4, Maxwell at -2. Jessica and Haley, I'm happy to have you here.
Really
pretty awesome.
Pull away.
Jessica, Would you like a movie from 1991, 1997, or 2010?
97.
97.
Beauty and the Beast. Christmas Spectacular. Here we go.
Yes. I've got this one.
All right, 1997 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. Overall, a wonderful message on Christmas and friendship and love.
Wait a second.
Yeah, hold on. This seems like you're dating us.
Wait a second.
97.
I mean, I've got to go for it, right?
You kind of
Maxwell, you're gonna go for it.
Beauty and the Beast and the Enchanted Christmas.
It is the most well-deserved 5 points. This is Beauty and the Beast, the Enchanted Christmas.
I had to go for it.
The only one brave enough gets the glory.
Was it already in the game, or did you just put that in last minute?
No, I couldn't just put this in last minute. This was literally the first option I gave Haley because it was the first movie at the top of my list.
That's funny.
When you were recommending it, I'm just staring at my list going, I love when this happens. It's one of the main reasons I ask for recommendations up top, is in the hopes that somebody says a movie that's on the list.
I couldn't remember there was an Enchanted Christmas, so I would have gotten it wrong.
So let's just say the other clues in here: sex and nudity. Forte's song contains the lyrics, "If you're turned on, then just turn off." Frightening and intense scenes. Forte is an overall frightening character. He's a talking pipe organ with a somewhat scary face and plays usually scary music. He's the main villain, and his song "Don't Fall in Love" might scare some kids. At the end, he plays a song which shakes and brings down parts of the castle. Violence and gore. The Beast says his snow angel looks like a monster. And frightening and intense scenes. The Beast puts Belle in the dungeon as punishment for sneaking out to get a Christmas tree, and tells her she will, quote, rot in this dungeon forever.
Oh, gosh.
There's a flashback scene that reveals that the Beast was cursed on Christmas. You would think that might have come up in the original.
Yeah.
Now they're saving it for the sequel.
Yeah.
They had it in their back pocket the whole time.
They were saving it for the squeakquel?
The squeakquel.
All right. I'm so glad that happened.
I am too. Put me back in the game.
That puts Josh still at 4, Maxwell up to 3, Haley and
awesome.
Jessica both at 0. Josh, would you like a movie? Oh, you're gonna hate this. From 2005, 2013, or 2022?
Let's go with 2005.
2005.
And I'm already regretting this.
You should. 2005 for 5 points under violence and gore. A girl states to her friend that she would leave teeth marks when she gives a man a blowjob.
That's not cool.
For 4 points under
into
violence and gore. A man asks a woman what she would think of him if he were a killer of children. However, he doesn't kill children. The statement is only hypothetical.
That's not a statement you make hypothetically. We'll just come out with the would you hate me if I kill children?
Also, real brief interlude. 1986 is Sid and Nancy.
Oh,
okay.
Or as some people might say, 15 years before Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
I thought it was the 90s for some reason. I don't know why.
Only off by a little. You're good.
All right. 3 points under sex and nudity. A woman says several times through a chat session that she wants to touch/is touching herself. She also mentions that she is fingering her asshole and that it, quote, feels so good.
You can remember that.
Also, I just want to say, Marty's in the chat right now, so upset that they're not playing. Nick, I'm so mad. I've known every single movie before anyone who's buzzed in. I'm dying. What did I say? Tim Curry made that organ too hot. All right. 2 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, the entire film deals with sexual politics and finding love. Some characters do that in disturbing ways. Others do it in a somewhat more conventional way. Many will find the majority of the film fairly offensive.
Oh. Huh.
Last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. A teenage boy and his younger brother chat with an older woman who thinks that they're adults over the internet about, quote, pooping back and forth into each other's buttholes forever. She keeps typing back that she's aroused.
Oh my God, what is this? I should know this.
It is a line that if you've ever heard it, you remember it.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Is this and my Pornhub account?
What year is this?
2005.
Oh no, that's not it. I don't know.
This is a movie called Me and You and Everyone We Know.
Oh
yeah.
Wow. Never knew that movie.
Nope.
Yeah, I've seen that. I can't believe I couldn't remember the title of it.
It's almost like a sweeter Todd Solondz movie.
Oh,
it's like a sad ensemble piece.
Yeah.
It's darkly funny.
Sounds disturbed me.
These two kids who know nothing about sex trying to chat with an adult woman, and the younger brother who's got to be like 7. It's like, what if you poop into their butthole, and then their butthole has your poop in it, and then they poop that poop back into your butthole, and you're just pooping back and forth into each other's buttholes forever.
Yep.
This piece of shit.
Haley won't do that with me.
Messy.
Yeah, well. That's why I bring a towel.
Miranda July. Right. That was Miranda July. That's a director.
Great female director. She directed this. She directed a movie called The Future. She directed a movie called Kajillionaire with Evan Rachel Wood. That's really good. They're all just movies that make you feel uncomfortable.
So she's so Todd Solondz is like the male her.
Oh yeah. Maxwell, I believe we're back to you now.
Oh.
Would you like a movie from 1969, 2000, or 2010?
2010.
2010. All right, from 2010 for 5 points under violence and gore. A man is punched in the stomach. He falls to the ground, gasping for breath. The man responds by punching him in the jaw, which just hurts his hand.
Oh, I have a guess, but
for 4 points under sex and nudity, on her bed, naked man is on top of naked woman, trying to have sex, but lacks an erection. She gets on top, kisses down his chest, intending fellatio, but she stops. They lay on her couch talking for a while. Then he starts tickling her and finds himself erect, and sex is implied. Nudity includes bare breasts and bare chest.
Well, that's not my guess, thank God.
I think I know what it is, but I can't get the name of the stupid movie. But like, I'm almost positive I know what this is. Like, I can picture these scenes.
Uh-huh.
This is not Lilo and Stitch 2.
Three.
No, you got to see the glitch that Stitch has in this one. Impotence.
What is the name of this stupid movie?
3
keep
points
going.
under sex and nudity. Woman enters a room wearing only a coat. She drops the coat to reveal her nude body to a man. Both of her breasts and nipples are displayed. Also, a small portion of her upper buttocks and crack can be observed. She did not realize another man was also present. When she sees him, she quickly falls to the floor, her breasts and buttocks jiggling as she attempts to retrieve the coat to cover her exposed private parts. Just poets on IMDb.
Well, yeah.
Are you aroused like you just tickled a lady on a couch?
That's the most arousing thing I've ever done.
It's killing me that I can't get the name of this movie because I'm pretty sure I'm still right. I just don't know what it's called.
It's got an "and" in the title, if that helps.
I know.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, at one point, a woman did not take her medicine and is shaking. She starts yelling at a man and drinks heavy alcohol. She drops a glass cup that shatters. It may be a little intense. There's a change in tone in the movie's second half. Some people may find a few of the scenes slightly depressing.
I know the actress in this movie.
So do I.
Oh.
And the actors. I know the whole cast.
I feel so bad that this is happening.
I can't think of it. I'm going to be so mad.
So am I if I'm right.
All right. For 1 point.
These clues also match another movie.
I will say this is not Sid and Nancy, if that's what you're thinking.
No, not the one I'm going for. I'm actually going for Sid and Nancy 2, the sequel. No, it's damn it, it's Emma Stone's in it, but whatever. Go ahead.
For 1 point under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, men and women discuss the effects of prescription drugs. A man asks another man for drugs, points to his suitcase, and the man pulls out 2 sample packs. Men and women take prescription drugs for recreational purposes, specifically Viagra.
I don't have it.
Well, I will say, Maxwell, I don't know if you're thinking of the right movie or if you just have 2 actresses confused.
I might.
This is Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway in Love and Other Drugs.
Yes.
Love and Other Drugs. Yeah, that is the movie I was thinking of, yeah.
Yep. Oh.
I couldn't come up with it.
He's impotent. She has Parkinson's. Will they fall in love?
Holy shit. It's my life. I have Parkinson's and I am impotent. It's my life. I can say that because I have Parkinson's.
I didn't think that came out.
Otherwise, it was a real shaky joke.
I can't believe I couldn't come up with that.
I'll check that movie out. I didn't know it was about Parkinson's.
Well, we got 4 movies left, 1 more for each of you before the bonus. Josh still at 4, Maxwell still at 3, Haley and Jessica still at 0.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of zeros. I have to feel responsible for at least some of it. But then again, after 207 episodes, running out of movies, and these are the ones we have.
Yeah.
Haley, would you like a movie from 1963, 1994, or 2014?
1994.
1994. All right. 1994, for 5 points under sex and nudity, a young woman seductively dances to her boyfriend as a camera. She takes off her stockings and her coat to please him. For 4 points under violence and gore, a boy gets attacked by a lion. No details. He shows up in hospital with hardly any lion scratch marks. For 3 points under violence and gore, a body of a man gets his head sawed open. Blood sprays everywhere. Then the brain is removed.
Oh, wait. See, I feel like I should know this.
Sounds up your alley.
Yeah,
I feel the opposite of last time. I don't know, and I still don't know the title.
For 2 points under violence and gore, the dinosaur crushes a man with his foot. Blood sprays everywhere. Later, we see the squashed body lying flat like a pancake.
Okay, I know it now.
Josh, go ahead.
This is Tammy and the T-Rex.
Denise Richards and Paul Walker in Tammy and the T-Rex.
Don't know that one.
I came across that movie last year and I was so confused.
I feel like I just watched it this year. Yeah. I feel like I love knowing about the movie more than I liked watching the movie. It's so fun to describe the movie to other people, but I didn't really enjoy watching the whole thing.
It's one of my favorite. I can't believe they were in this movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
ranks up there with like Jennifer Aniston and Leprechaun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, real early Paul Walker in this movie. He plays a teen boy who's killed by a lion, has his brain removed, and put into an animatronic dinosaur. The only reason it happened is because the director had access to an animatronic dinosaur and tried to write a movie around it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Last clue, violence and gore. The T-Rex claws a man's stomach open and his intestines are exposed. Looks very fake.
There's also 2 versions of this movie. There's the unrated movie.
Oh.
There's a real bloody version.
Yeah.
That I think at this point is probably the only one you can find.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think the other one's only on VHS tape.
Mm-hmm. All right, that brings Josh up to 6. Everyone stays the same. 3 movies left. Now would be a great time to try to get some points to bring into the final.
Oh, I am
working on
it. Jessica, would you like a movie from 1991, 2010, or 2022?
What was the second one?
2010.
Let's go with 2010.
2010. From 2010 for 5 points under violence and gore, an infant spits peas all over the face and chest of a girl. Under violence and gore, an infant spits peas all over the face and chest of a girl.
Wow.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a girl falls backwards into a giant sandwich, which closes on top of her. She's later seen unharmed.
Sandwich?
That's the word I said.
Okay.
It's larger than a regular sandwich.
I hope so.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a girl falls through the ceiling of a room through the attic. Her feet stick out of the ceiling and people laugh at her. And as a woman cleans up her scraped knee, 2 boys later tease her that they saw her underpants.
Oh, geez.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, the Quimby's family cat dies of old age in one scene.
Oh my God! Wait, is that? Ooh.
All right.
I don't know if I'm gonna have the title right.
Haley, I believe this is the first time you've buzzed in. I hope you know what this movie is.
Is it Ramona and Beezus?
Josh, what do you think?
Is it Beezus and Ramona?
Is that what you were gonna guess, Josh?
I was gonna guess one iteration of Ramona and Beezus.
You were gonna then you know what? I will give it to both of you. This is Ramona and Beezus. Josh, you had both names, so I don't hate you that much.
I used to the entire series when I was a kid. That's how I knew the Quimby's. The Quimby's name stuck up. Right?
That's why that clue's there at 2 points.
I just couldn't remember if it was Ramona and Beezus or Ramona. I couldn't remember which one got top billing.
Last clue in that, under frightening and intense scenes, there were a few fantasy scenes that reflect Ramona's wild imagination. They are all pretty innocent. Ramona imagines that she is hanging over a giant gorge, or when she dreams that her house is literally being pulled up from under the ground.
I haven't seen the movie.
Me neither.
My daughter's reading. My daughter's reading Ramona now. So
both of the girls in it did end up like having careers.
Really,
I think it's Selena Gomez as I don't know which one is which. She's the older one.
Ramona.
And then Joey King, who's been in like a whole bunch of stuff, is the younger one. All right. 2 movies remain. Josh.
Yep.
Would you like a movie from 1969, 2000, or 2014?
I'm gonna go with 69.
Nice.
It's really funny. Is this really male-oriented YouTube channel? Like sports-oriented YouTube channel where the guy's always like 69 for the boys. Like what?
I prefer 96. Head to toe, back to back. No funny business. 1969 penultimate movie for 5 points under sex and nudity. 3 nude women are seen sitting outdoors during the opening credits. Their breasts are visible. There are also some nude women walking by. Their butts are visible.
69.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, a man envisions a woman removing her clothes as they sit together on a plane. Her breasts are visible.
Wow, this is
It's a 69 movie.
Yeah, wow.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, a man and woman start to kiss in front of their friends. Their friends become uncomfortable and leave.
Huh.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to get this on the 2-point clue.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, Carol is shown in a nightie. Her panties are visible. She and her husband make out on the floor. It's implied that they have sex.
I'm not going to get this on the 2-point clue.
Last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. The 4 title characters remove their clothes before they have sex. Only underwear visible. Only kissing shown. But an orgy is implied.
Wow, I'm not gonna know all 4 names.
I'm not gonna know any names.
I know one of the names.
Yeah, I feel like if you're paying attention to the clues, you might know one name.
Okay, I maybe okay, but
all right. Doesn't
that's
look
what
like
I got.
anybody. It looks like we got another nice 0 on the board.
think I know 3 of the names.
This is Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice.
That's right.
Those are names.
I knew I wasn't going to get the names right.
All right, we got one movie remaining. Josh at 8, Maxwell at 3, Haley at 2, Jessica at 0. Which means this is really anybody can win this game.
Yeah.
I believe Maxwell, you get last choice. Would you like a movie from 1963, 1991, or 2022?
91.
91. Okay, just did not want to work for me for a second.
I thought mine was broken.
Final movie of the night from 1991 for 5 points under violence and gore. There is a reference to possession, as well as the first and third films in the Exorcist series.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna take a stab at it.
You know what, Josh? Go ahead and take a stab at it.
Is this Serpent in the Rainbow?
This is not Serpent in the Rainbow.
Oh, all right. Well, it's a guess.
It is a guess.
It's not a bad guess.
For 4 points under violence and gore, towards the end of the movie, 2 creatures merge into each other, and a huge blob of gloppy pink intestine-looking glop forms on the ground. Very disturbing to look at as it merges into one big creature.
Oh. Okay.
Jessica, so excited for you. Do you know what this movie is?
I do. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
It is not Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, damn it.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, there is a bit of kissing, a brief looking down a blouse, a few innuendos, and a mention of a full-on robot chubby. A chubby naked space creature with a large rear end plays a prominent role later in the movie, though this likely will not be perceived as visually disturbing.
Wait, what's the other one?
No? Okay. Jessica.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Josh, what do you think?
Station, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh, I'm so relieved, Jessica. This is Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah, they try to make a new word come out of that. They try to make station a thing. Station. And Jim
I wanted to say it's anybody's game, but we will be fighting for second place.
Jim Hunt, the guitarist from Faith No More, appears in it too.
Last clues in that frightening and intense scenes. The plot centers around the 2 main characters getting killed and ending up in hell. The scenes in hell have an eerie atmosphere. And violence and gore. In the beginning, Dynamalus, Rufus's teacher, storms into the university named after the title characters, and gunfire is used, though no one dies, but people are shot at. Robot replicas of the main characters are shown as they stretch their prosthetic skin to reveal their machinery. One student faints, played for laughs.
How great was the original Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Like, seriously,
it was so good.
It shouldn't have been. It's a movie that never should have been.
No, Bogus Journey deserves even less to exist, and I feel like I like Excellent Journey more, but I respect Bogus Journey more.
Yeah.
I respect how much time in Bogus Journey they're like, well, this is going to be a Seventh Seal parody with Bill and Ted.
Think about Bill and Ted's Adventure, the first one. I was 11, I think 11 or 12 when that came out.
Oh, perfect age for it.
It changed the way we spoke as a nation. Like we were all of a sudden we were going around going awesome, we were going bogus and weird.
All right. Well, that brings us to our final question. Again, like I said, we're fighting for second place unless Josh wants to make things interesting, because Josh has 10 points, Maxwell has 3. In the end, Hali and Jessica both scored 2 points. In a moment, I'm going to ask you a question about classic movies. I want you to privately message me a bet between 0 and your total, how confident you feel about a question about classic movies. Again, Hali and Jessica can wager anywhere between 0 and 2, Maxwell 0 and 3, Josh 0 and 10.
You got that 3-point bonus thing going?
Yep, if you get it exactly right, I'll give you an extra 3 points.
Okay. I'm gonna have to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oops, I gave it to everybody. There we go.
All right, that's fine. Everybody knows what's happening now.
Well, Josh won.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, but we're doing it for the fun of it.
You know what? You know what, Nick?
What?
Such a different bet.
All right, now things are interesting.
Yep.
One of the most famous comedy duos, Abbott and Costello, made a lot of movies together. They did a whole series where Abbott and Costello meet someone or something or some group of people. I want you to ask me how many movies there are where Abbott and Costello meet blank.
How many movies are there where Abbott and Costello meet blank?
I want you to privately message me how many movies there are where Abbott and Costello meet blank.
Oh, you just asked us to ask you. Sorry. Actually, I got a funny story about Abbott and Costello. I mean, it's a silly story, but I remember when I went to a Red Sox game once.
Mm-hmm.
But the scoreboard for out of town scores.
Mm-hmm.
It said Jim Abbott versus Luis Castillo. It was Abbott versus Castillo.
Now, during that game,
yeah,
who was on first?
I don't know. I don't know what's on third.
No, who was on first in that game?
I don't know who.
No, I don't know who was on third. Who was on first?
That is one of the best hits of all time. That is literally one of the best hits of all time.
It's in my memory forever. Just the total. In high school, I performed it once.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh. Okay, everybody's got their guesses in. Maxwell guessed conservatively with 6. Jessica next up at 18.
Oh wow.
Josh at 21. Hali at 35. The movie started in 1948 with Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, which is a classic, and I love that movie. Followed by Abbott and Costello Meet the Killer Boris Karloff. Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. Abbott and Costello Meet Captain Kidd. Abbott and Costello Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Abbott and Costello Meet the Keystone Cops. And Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. Meaning, Maxwell, you were only off by 1. There are 7 of these movies.
Nice.
When you said everybody else's guess, I was like, there's no fucking way I don't know that many of these.
So let's see what that does with the scores. It does basically what you would think would happen with the scores. Hali, all or nothing, went with 2, loses 2. Jessica played conservatively, wants to leave the game with 1 point, bet 1, loses 1. Josh, we'll save Josh. Maxwell won that, went all in, brings him up to 6 points. No, I can't do it. I was debating whether or not I was going to do it, and I can't do it.
You can't because
no, it would be too unfair to do it. If it was a bigger number and you were one off, I would give you the extra 3 points. Yeah. But I just have to. Josh bet 2, loses 2. Meaning our final scores tonight: Hali at 0, Jessica at 1, Maxwell at 6, and our winner with a whopping 8 points is Josh Poirier.
Really knew these and movies. Really knew these and movies.
What was that?
Really knew these and movies.
Yeah, everybody knew them.
Hey, I got the one that mattered. Beauty and the Beast, the Enchanted Christmas.
You got the best one of the bunch. You got the only one anybody would recommend.
Yeah.
The only movies we didn't get to on this list: Jason and the Argonauts, Dumb and Dumber 2, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, Romeo and Juliet, and from 2022, Bones and All.
No, I've never even heard of that movie.
That's a Timothy Chalamet in a love story cannibal movie.
Oh, interesting.
Well, this was so much fun. Thank you all for being here. Before we go, if there's anything you want to promote or anywhere you want to be found or just any last words you want to share with people, let's talk to first our first time guest. I'm so happy you did this show. This was a real hard one. Hali, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Yes, these movies were from the side of IMDb that I did not study.
That's fair.
Well, I hope you'll come back on the show with a topic that you feel a little more confident with.
Yeah,
maybe.
We or movies.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This or that.
This or that. Yeah.
Jessica, but
the shirt is coming. Don't worry about it. I'm just here.
If that shirt ever happens,
it's coming. It's coming. It's going to be ordered very, very soon. I promise.
I'm just here.
I'm just here.
Maxwell, I know you got some stuff to promote. What do you want to tell people about?
Nick, watch this fucking movie that I was gonna make you watch. Daisy Miller. It's fun. But also, if you want to see Nick and myself and Hali, I guess, in person, you can come to Harbor Place in Haverhill, Massachusetts on the 22nd of December, so like a week and a half from now. And I'm hosting, Nick's performing, and Haley's running the door. So that'll be really fun. And also, I have shows all over the fucking place. So, like, find me at Maxwell Shultz on social medias, and I'll point you in the right direction if you enjoyed me on this show.
Maxwell just is always working, I think.
Yeah, that's right. For very little money.
But we got that show coming up in a couple of weeks. I think I see you again in January for another show. So we're gonna
you do actually. That's right.
We're gonna be seeing each other a little bit coming up.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
It is good. I always love doing your shows.
And I love when you do my shows.
Oh, thank you. Finally, our winner tonight. I don't feel good about it, but I'm glad that he keeps coming on this show.
I don't feel good about it.
I don't feel good about it. Somehow it feels like somebody who isn't the best at this game is also a ringer.
I'm not coming back for the show ever again now.
All right. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Josh, anything you... Oh, also, did you have a movie picked out?
I do. And I gave you the recommendation already. I'm going to recommend it to everybody, but I'm not going to make you watch it because you said you weren't ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a beautiful movie, believe it or not. Actually, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you seen it In America?
In America? No, I haven't.
In America is my recommendation.
I've seen Lost in America.
No, In America stars Patty Considine. And Patty Considine and what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name.
I think this is the second Patty Considine movie you've given me.
I think it might be. Yeah, I think because he was in Still
Crazy.
Still Crazy. This movie's gorgeous. This movie's just beautiful.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I don't know anything about this movie. In America.
Sheridan, from Academy Award winner Jim Sheridan. It's about a family that comes to live in America from Ireland in Hell's Kitchen in the I think early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. And it's just a beautiful film. It's got like I said, it's got Patty Considine, and it's got what the hell's his name?
We got Samantha Morton, Jimon Hansu,
who's fantastic.
All right.
But the other movie that I want to recommend to everybody is Freaks versus the Reich, which is truly. I mean, the movie surprised the fuck out of me. Like it has 11 star reviews on Amazon Prime Video.
Wow.
The movie's literally like if Guillermo del Toro and Alex de la Iglesia made a movie about carnival freaks versus Nazis.
It definitely, I get those Guillermo del Toro vibes from it. At the same time, it's like a 3-hour movie where Nazis are the villains, and I don't know that I'm really in the headspace for 3 hours of Nazis now.
That's why I give you in America, because
in America,
I do recommend seeing this movie. It's an Italian film, and it surprised me so much that I didn't watch anything else for a good hour and a half afterwards.
Oh wow.
All right. And did you have anything else you wanted to say before we go, or is that your recommendation to the people?
Goodbye to Improv Boston.
Yeah, goodbye to Improv Boston. Without it, I wouldn't have met Josh.
Yeah.
Without it, I might not have gotten back into stand-up.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going away on December 31st. So, much love to Improv Boston, but goodbye.
So now would be a great time for somebody to open up a comedy club in Cambridge, Massachusetts, please. I'm sick of going to fucking Jamaica Plain and Roxbury and Roslindale.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
That's it.
Okay, that's it. Well, thank you all so much once again. Hali Akers, Jessica Mayotte, Josh Poirier, Maxwell Shultz. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. Normally we do this game every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel. We got one more Monday night show coming up this year. We're doing holiday movies next Monday. That's movies with any holiday featured in them. That includes, Halloween, Labor Day, all your favorite holidays. It's all inclusive. If you like this show, subscribe to the channel, like it, share it with friends, post it on Reddit, make your grandma watch it. You got family coming over, see if she finds this delightful. See if your grandmother loves hearing bearded strangers say the C word, this is the show for her.
That's where my grandmother died from.
Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody.